all these genius intellectuals that the West produces. You can listen to people, they're so knowledgeable, but yet they come up against this hard barrier of their lack, exactly, their lack of Marxist understanding, their lack of dialectical thinking, their lack of understanding of the big picture of the class forces of society or of history, actually. And they come up constantly against this viewpoint that somehow it's to do with individuals or looking at things in isolation. And they don't even know they're doing it, and they don't realize how their cleverness suddenly becomes stupid when they hit this barrier. And as you say, you get people like, Alexander Mercouris of the Durand. If you're watching, sorry, Alexander, I find you extremely intelligent and interesting. But the endless repetition of the mantra that, the neocons are just weird people with no reverse gear is painful. There's something lacking. And it's dialectical analysis that creates stupidity out of intelligence and hamstrings us. It's absolutely, it's a handicap on the working class to be denied this vision. That why we have a communist party, to give leadership to the working class, is not because we're like, oh, we should be your leaders. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is the working class, to organize in its own interest, must be guided by this science. And to be guided by this science, which is its liberation ideology, it needs an organized party whose job is to train Marxists. Worker theoreticians. It doesn't matter what background you come from, you can become a working class theoretician if you want to, if you're ready to. Our party's job, a communist party's job, is to create this guiding force of the working class, which can harness its power, its energy, its anger in a constructive way to actually win the battle that needs to be won. And when we look at any particular question, it has to be in that context. If we don't look at the big picture, if we don't take the long-term view, if we don't fit things into the bigger arc of history, if we don't fit them into the larger mission of winning the battle for socialism, we will lose not only the big battle, but all the small ones along the way.